Welcome, Facebook Live, in search of awesome program 197. We're getting close to the 200. Very special guest tonight, good buddy, good friend, fellow colleague at SSBC, Miss Lorie McDonald, front desk Jedi, works at Bombshells, Salon, Knoxville, 10. Salon owner, Kara Kuntz, you are the bomb. I was just with some of you and your people not long ago. Summit coach, Deb McMahon, are you kidding? She's the bomb big time. She knows how to blow it up. And so we're really honoring that whole community at the front desk. They are the supreme beings and five-star general. They've got their hands on the dials and knobs of the dashboard, and they're making sure that when the guest comes in, they are helping us to grow income by offering guests more stuff. So, give it up for the front desk, will you guys? Let me tell you, for those of you that don't know Lorie, why we invited her, she's been at the helm, and look at the stats that the Salon right now, as a result of her and her team, their average service tickets running just under $80. Look at the new guest count, just continues to grow, 236. RTS hangs at 17%. Salon total guest count is anywhere between 1224 to 1584, and the rebook is hanging out just this side of 75%. So whatever it is that they're doing behind the desk, it's making a difference big time. And no, wait, there's more. She's also one of the key coaches on the Summit Front Desk division. So we're going to get her talking a lot about how she coaches and mentors the front desk team. Now, she's going to tell you her story, but in a nutshell, her timeline is graduates from high school 03, goes on and gets a bachelor's of business admin in 08. She starts at the Summit Salon in 2012, attends her first summit not long ago, actually, 2016, and joins the front desk division a year later. So you can see she's a fast tracker. And she starts at Bombshell as the front desk lead in 2019. So you can see she's been on a roll. Now, you're going to want to follow Bombshell because I was just on their Instagram page tonight. Just this side of 4,000 likes on Facebook and a couple thousand likes on Instagram. Half the guest count are following them on social, and the overwhelming majority of everyone's referrals are coming from that stream. So she's in the game big time. Now, she's in our green room, and the Wi-Fi gods have been kind of goofy. We're having some audio issues. If say a little prayer, keep your fingers crossed, and we'll see if they're behaving themselves. We're going to go back, going to get her, bring her out, have her tell us a little bit about her story, and see if we can get her to share some of her best kept practices on coaching and mentoring people at the front desk. So let's go back to C and see what she's at. And there she is. You should give it up for her, you guys. Hi, Lorie.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing really good. It's really good to be here. Thank you for having me.
Oh, I'm just thrilled to have you. Did you work today?
Did I what?
Did you work today?
Did I work today? Oh yeah, I worked today.
That's why you look wired. So it's great to have you. When we have guests on the show, Lorie, we always like to get them to start with their story because the story gives us all a vision. So I know you have an amazing story. So get us started. Who is Lorie McDonald? What was Lorie McDonald doing before deciding to do this?
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'll start in 2003. So I graduated high school 2003, started at the University of Louisville in 2004, went to the University of Louisville and graduated 2008. That's when I obtained my bachelor's degree in business administration. I've always had a strong passion for, merging business and psychology. I had a focus in marketing and sales in college. And it is safe to say that the only word to use for me from 2008 to 2012 was lost. So after I had graduated college, I had no idea really what I wanted to do. So early 2012, I decided I was going to pick up and leave my hometown at the time, Louisville, Kentucky, and move to the big city, to New York City. But there were a couple problems. I had no plan, no job, no money. And so it was more like a long vacation because I actually went, but I was back home within 10 days. So I can laugh at that now. But mid of 2012, I started at my first Summit Salon, and this is when my journey actually began. And I started at the front desk team, grew into the front desk lead at this salon company. And then 2016, I was offered the opportunity to go to my first summit. And it was during those 3.5 days that I really just fell in love. I remember specifically day 2 of the summit, meeting the amazing Katie Kennedy on a salon tour at her salon company, and looking at my salon owner at the time being like, I want to do this. The organization, the opportunity for growth, and all the things, I just wanted to live that out. So I began stalking my salon coach, Deb McMahon, and she put me in contact with the amazing Christy Valenzuela, and who put me in contact with Jules Molina. And then 2017, I joined the front desk team at Summit Salon Business Center, which time flies when you're having fun. I have supported a ton of salon companies, front desk team members, service providers, leadership teams, and my passion is just grown and grown and grown. And so fast forward 2019, it's March. I decide I want to pick up and move again. However, this time I have a job, I have a little bit of money, and I have a plan. And I moved to Knoxville, Tennessee to Bombshells Salon and Spa. Shout out to them. They're amazing. And my amazing salon owner, Kara Kuntz. And I am the front desk lead there.
Well, and so it sounds like when you started hanging out at Summit, that started making a difference. That changed the trajectory of your life.
I would agree to that. Yes, that's very true.
So how has this journey? It sounds like you've moved 20 years inside of a short window of time. How has that changed you? How's it changed your lifestyle, your standard of living, your leadership style?
Yeah, I would say, practice what I'm preaching. I mean, I'm always, asking front desk team members, service providers in my own salon company and other salon companies to jump outside of their comfort zone, because that's where the growth lies. And so in essence, what I'm having to do is do the same without even knowing it sometimes. So the growth that I'm really encouraging others to do has allowed me to do the same. So that's been the difference, I would say.
So it sounds like you're moving now at Mach 5, Mach 10. Where do you see yourself going in the next year or so with your career, whether it's at Summit or Bombshell?
Yeah, I mean, I would just say that I have a ton of momentum right now, and truly my passion lies in just inspiring people, growing people, again, whether that's front desk team members, service providers, and honestly, I love merging the two together to create that synergy that's amazing in salon companies. So I would say, again, it's been awesome, and my passion continues to grow each and every day, because not only am I, again, forcing others to jump out of their comfort zone, but it's allowing me to do the same as well. So I have a lot of momentum right now. I feel like I'm just getting started, even though I've been in it now for 3 years, but it's just been, like you said, nonstop, and it just keeps going and going, and time flies when you're having fun, they say.
It sounds like you've taken the best of your front desk leadership skills when you're in real time in the salon in Bombshell, and now you've merged them with your consulting skills so that when you go into salons and you're coaching and mentoring people at the front desk, it's like a 1 + 1 is 10.
Yeah.
It's
Absolutely.
powerful. Well, before we get you talking about some of the things that you're doing with your team or when you're in the salon, there's a lot of people watching tonight. I mean, we have quite a community, and there's going to be a ton of people that are going to be watching this over the next few days. People are looking at you, they're listening to you, and they're frankly identifying with you, with one exception. You're in a place that they'd love to be in, and they're in a place that you used to be in, and they're asking themselves the question, can I be that way? And what might you say to them that would inspire, empower, motivate them to take the shot?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I would just say, whatever it is your goals, your dreams, I think that consistency is the main key. So whatever your dream is, whatever your goals are, be consistent every single day in those. And, mentorship is a huge thing. I think having great mentors is amazing. I have a great salon owner. I have a great summit coach in our salon company. I have a great team leader at Summit. So I would say to just surrounding yourself by great people, mentors, and then forcing yourself just out of those comfort zones to like we say, those tremendous heights that are available when you step outside of your comfort zone.
I love this conversation. Well, we have some time. I want to get you talking about what you're doing around coaching and mentoring front desk support teams that are really making the difference. I know you're crushing it in your coaching business, you're crushing it at Bombshell. So, this first key with PDMs with the front desk, what is that?
Yeah, yeah. So I definitely think this is a huge key and honestly one of the most important keys in salon companies. And those are the personal development meetings that we do with our team members. So I know a lot of salon companies, coach their service providers, but sometimes the front desk isn't coached. So I just believe that personal connection with a front desk lead or, owner of a salon company, always connecting monthly with that front desk team member is so powerful. During those 30 minutes together, hour together, that's when you can really coach to their growth. And more importantly, they're heard. As we know, front desk team members are the first and last impression of the guest experience. So it's such a powerful piece in any salon company. So I think just that connection on a monthly basis where some of the greatest ideas I feel like come from our front desk team members or come from our staff. So just that connection I think is so important, and to have it monthly is really powerful.
Yeah, as I listen to you, I always would say that if we're not careful, the front desk community can become like a neglected stepchild, that they deserve monthly coaching and mentoring. And you are one of a handful at Summit that over time have incubated what that process is, what it looks like, what it feels like as you've done that in the salon. And now you're going into salons and really bringing that to their community so that the business as a whole can enjoy what Bombshell is enjoying. And the biggie is that the front desk staff feels fulfilled and enriched, and it starts feeling like a livelihood in a career. Am I getting that right?
Absolutely, yeah. I just again think that connection is so important on a monthly basis with front desk team members. I had a salon owner reach out to me the other day, and I have done 2 workshops with her salon company, and basically we've been focusing on progress, not perfection. And she implemented the front desk systems about a year ago and has stayed consistent. And she wrote me a text message. It was last week. And she was just showing me her numbers and celebrating their wins. And she had mentioned an amazing sort of celebration or party that they were having for their front desk team, which last Sunday they brought in their front desk team, and all their service providers pampered their front desk team. So it was a win-win for everyone. So the front desk team members are getting pampered, but the service providers are providing these awesome services so that the front desk team members can actually continue to talk about those amazing services to the guests. So I just think, again, connecting and being consistent and coaching, and again, just abiding by sort of progress, not perfection, because it does take time to implement these systems and to keep them going, and it's a journey.
Yeah, I mean, as I'm listening, there's two parts to what I heard. First of all, you have the Summit front desk system, and then you're bringing in a process of coaching, mentoring, educating, training people at the front desk to work the system in a way that is for the good of all, and that is that the salon grows, but the people at the front desk see what they're doing as a career, as a livelihood, rather than, well, it's kind of a job, kind of a part-time this, and they really take it to heart.
Hmm. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's very powerful. Yeah.
Well, I know that when you and I were chatting, you were saying that as you work with people at the front desk, whether it's at Bombshell or when you're out coaching, you really spend an ample amount of time on what you call the big why. What is that?
The big why. So, I mean, I can remember back to childhood, my mom saying, Lorie, do this. And I'd say, why? And she'd say, because I said so. And so that's just kind of not the case anymore, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I just think explaining the why behind the systems, why, what is the big why, right? And coaching to that for a deeper understanding so that again, that growth starts to happen. I just think when you have a deeper understanding, then it's there's no confusion, and it truly does feel authentic.
And then, while you were talking, somebody keyed in, I love the idea of service providers pampering, encouraging, affirming, acknowledging, celebrating people at the front desk to make them feel like they matter. Their role is important. And that's what one of the viewers was inspired to say as a result of listening to you.
That's amazing. Yeah, I think, when we grow the confidence of the front desk team members, again, it can be such a powerful area.
Now, this last key is you ask a question, do you have a front desk education of your marketing calendar? What do you
Yeah.
mean by that?
Yeah. So, again, just I think the education, when we know more, we do more. And so empowering your front desk, maybe with a front desk workshop or maybe with a virtual session, we always plan every year at Bombshells at the beginning of the year for the rest of the year. And so I saying to all of our viewers who are salon owners, is front desk education on your calendar, and our front desk team members involved in product education that your salon company offers. So just keeping in mind the front desk and the power that they have behind that front desk, for again, just keeping them educated. So they're the first and last impression. So it's super important.
I love it. I want to ask you one more question before wrapping this up, and that is, do you see the front desk in a social media connection when a guest calls on the phone for an appointment and they're not sure about it, they want to book with a particular service provider? Is people at the front desk using social media to help the guest see who it is that they're getting before they get them?
I'm so sorry, you were cutting up there, and it was hard to
All right,
hear that
all
question,
right.
Michael.
How much is social media used at the front desk?
Oh, yeah, I think a ton. I think for new guests, we can always let any new guest know about our Instagram pages, our Facebook pages. So it's almost like a digital lookbook, right? Where we can say, go here and get a snapshot of what really you're coming in. And then our hope is that we're matching who we are online to who we are truly in person. So yeah, I would say social media, our website has a huge impact on who we are.
And somebody just dialed in on the comment box. Let the front desk close the sale. That if they're trained right, front desk can close and level up the sales. What do you have to say about that?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, we teach at Summit. One of our 4-step systems at the front desk is the 4-step checkout. So as long as we have the team communication system, which is the service ticket completed by the service provider, as long as we have that, we can teach verbiage to help the front desk team member close the sale for the service provider. So again, it's collaborating the front desk team members and the service providers to create the ultimate synergy, because truly we're all here for one goal, so having us work together as a team for one goal, again, is
I
so
love it.
powerful.
I love and for people that don't know what the 4-step process is in a nutshell, what is that?
Yeah, I mean, I can actually go through the 4 steps. You're going to ask the guest how the experience was. And then from there, based on what the service provider has provided on the ticket as far as product recommendations, you're going to take the guest almost on a little product tour just to show them where the products are, maybe give them a couple touch points about the products, and then ask the guests which products they would like to take home with them today. From there, you're going to go back to the computer and use beautiful verbiage. It looks like your service provider needs to see you back in so many weeks. Which days and times work best for you? And then you'll get them set up for their next visit, and then finally cash out that guest. So we're truly there to help close the sale for the service provider, and ultimately to support and grow the salon company and the service provider's business. So.
I love it. That piece is going to make a great micro learning, because we're going to cook down this conversation into 3-4 minutes, but the 4-step process. And you just gave a flyover, and you're saying no. The last thing a salon wants to do is run off half cocked after this interview. It's like you just gave them the tip of the iceberg to bring you in, because your whole training and coaching is around that system. So we've put on our comment box the links that people can get a hold of you and bring you into their salon.
Great, thank you for that. That'd be awesome.
Well, listen, we're out of time, but I want to bring you back for an encore in the back end of the year, because I think you're just getting warmed up. So promise me you'll come back.
Promise.
All right. I'm going to let you go. I'm going to wrap up the show, and then we'll talk soon, my friend. Thanks a lot for giving us a few minutes after a long day. I know it's been a long day.
Thank you.
Give it up for Lorie one more time, you guys. See you later. That was the bomb, my friends. That I really liked her story. First of all, it like like a lot of us, it takes us time to find the mojo, to find our groove, to find our calling, to find purpose. And once she found it, she collapsed time. She probably grew more in a year or two than a lot of people can grow in 10 years. And then as we started talking about the coaching that's happening, she talked about the 4-step process at the desk, which has really become the Summit's front desk icon. That 4 steps is really the infrastructure. So I can't encourage you enough to reach out to her. We've put her links on the comment boxes inside of this particular interview, and she would love to give you a few minutes over the phone or a Zoom meeting to just give you a sense as to what that would mean for you. So I hope you take her up on her invitation. Listen, we're at the end. You're looking and watching Michael Cole Summit. This is Facebook Live. We did our 197th episode. If you haven't been here before, like this page, save it, because once a week we do this. It's becoming a learning channel, frankly, for the Summit Salon community as it relates to this whole idea of thriving in the digital age. Michael Cole Summit is well on Instagram, because we said tonight that we'll cook Lorie's interview down to about 3 or 4 minutes to get her talking about that 4-step process, and we will put it on my IGTV channel right inside of the my Instagram page. So that'll be there for you to watch. Yes, it is for free. Thank you very much, L'Oreal PPD and Salon Centric and Summit Salon Business Center. But you watch that and bring Lorie out, and you make big boom boom. If you're new to us, you're going to want to spend a little bit of time on summitsalon.com, because these are all the resources that support everything we teach. Lorie talked about system. She talked about process, coaching, and mentoring. These are the collaterals that people use that help them to understand what is this system, because we really coach to this content. You can hang out on Michael Cole Summit YouTube and watch all of the episodes. We've already edited them, and this was 197 tonight. It goes all the way back to number 1 if that's what you want to do. Again, it's absolutely free, so thanks again, L'Oreal Professional Products. We've launched a new .com called SummitSalon365.com, where our video courses are housed, and you can, for a nominal subscription fee, you can watch some really high production value videos at front desk, at social media training, gift card merchandising, and look into that. You can find out more about that and get signed up. And or any of our coaches would be more than happy to give you a social media virtual coaching tour, talk to you about the consulting. They'll all, because this is how we're really serving people now online. So we're moving very, very rapidly into becoming a digital coaching company at Summit Salon Business Center. And any of our coaches would be more than happy to give you a 30-minute online complimentary consultation to show you what's available to you. So really call us on our toll free, take us up on the invitation. It continues to change the trajectory of a lot of salons' life. In addition to all of that, on our .coms we have calculators that actually set goals up for each person in the salon, including the front desk. So when you're on our .com, look for our mobile calculator page as well. We have a salon tracking app. And again, this is compliments of L'Oreal. Thank you again, L'Oreal. We also have a nonprofit called MC Tattoos. Every week I try to wear another tat on the T. I love this owl. It's wisdom. And if you go on the .com, mctattoo.com, you'll see an array of just beautiful tattoos that are nice to pick one and run. And all of the proceeds on that go to help our nonprofits of literacy education for elementary children, preschool, kindergarten, first. We also do some work in the 12-step recovery community in treatment centers to help people to regain their life. So all good stuff, good cause, and it's all in the name of love. Been a great show tonight. We want to thank our sponsor, L'Oreal Professional Product Division. These are their brands. Use their brands. When you use their brands and your clients take their brands home, it provides an energy that they can sponsor stuff like this. This has almost become like public broadcast for L'Oreal salons on continuing to learn. So we love the lines. We love Redken, Purology, Shoe, L'Oreal Professional, Kerastase, Pulp Riot, SE, Biolage, Mazzani, Matrix, Baxter, and it goes on and on and on. So thank you again, L'Oreal Professional Products, and please support that, as well as Summit Salon Business Systems that we're exclusive business partners with L'Oreal. Great show tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. Send more people to our community. We would love to help them with you and for you. So thanks again, and we'll see you next.